Hi, my name is Ed Kennedy. I'm a member of the Lowell City Council, and I'm a candidate for State Senate in the 1st Middlesex District. Yes, I absolutely would support that if I'm elected to the State Senate. In my past experience, I served for a long time as a legislative liaison and public information officer for the Department of Youth Services. So I have a keen interest in juvenile corrections, but also what happens to young adults who are the primary people that are incarcerated, what happens to them afterwards, and having an aftercare program that is going to provide success for them. Yes, I absolutely would. I think that, this is an interesting program. I think it's a good program, and in order to be successful, it has to be adequately funded. So I would be interested in making sure that it is successful, that it is adequately funded, and then it goes beyond the 5 years. Yes, absolutely. I think for cities like Lowell across the Commonwealth and other cities in the Merrimack Valley and elsewhere, gang violence is something that we need to stay on top of. I know that in Lowell, the Lowell Police Department has a gang unit, which I think should be expanded. But to answer your question, I would absolutely support that. I think education and providing vocations for people. I think that a lot of people that are incarcerated, part of the problem is that they're lost and they don't really have a means to make a living. And so whatever we can do to provide young offenders with those skills that will allow them to get a meaningful job, I think that's important, and I think it's probably the best thing that we can do. And I think that UTEC does a lot in that regard, and I would like to see additional funding so that we could do even more. The opioid crisis is something that affects Lowell. It affects just about every community in New England and in the United States of America, for that matter. And I do think that that treatment and education is vitally important in combating the opioid crisis. I think that education in the hospitals, education in the schools is very, very important, and education for young offenders who probably have over 80% of crime is probably fueled, at least in part, by substance abuse, and so it's a big part of the whole thing, and it's something that I would be very interested in addressing. Hi, my name is Ed Kennedy. I am a present member of the Lowell City Council and the former mayor of the city of Lowell. And I'm a candidate for the State Senate in the 1st Middlesex District. I think that what I bring to this job, what I would bring to the office of State Senate, would be my experience and effectiveness, which I think I've shown as a member of the City Council, and I would like to have an impact on the down in Boston.